want to talk a little bit about Donald Trump and de Blasio over there in New York. So if you haven't heard, they've been sparring back and forth, nothing new for them. But Donald Trump went on Sean Hannity's show yesterday, blasting de Blasio, because if you haven't heard, they put this new BLM mural in front of Trump's tower out there in Manhattan. I know it's just such a horrible thing to do, right? What a terrible thing to do, to put on a street Black Lives Matter. Oh, my God, how offensive. Well, it seems to be very offensive to Donald Trump. Listen to Donald Trump and his defense of why he's angry at de Blasio on Hannity's show last night. Have a listen to this.
I dealt a lot with Mayor de Blasio. I was very nice to Mayor de Blasio. I got him ventilators when he needed them. I got him hospital help when he needed it. I got him everything he needed. I got him the gowns. I got him the masks. I got him everything, the shields. I got that man everything. I spoke to him many times. He couldn't have been nicer. And then he throws a big Black Lives Matter sign right down in the middle of Fifth Avenue, and all merchants along Fifth Avenue are furious.
All right, first of all, that's not true. There are merchants on Fifth Avenue that have done interviews that have said they have no problem with it at all. So I know that's a shocker that Donald Trump just lied. Oh, my God, Mr. President, what a great guy. You got de Blasio gowns, masks, and ventilators. Hey, dope. It wasn't for de Blasio. It was for the people that were suffering, some of whom support you. It was for the people that contracted the virus, you idiot. Oh, my God, this guy, every day it's something new with this moron. Anyway, Bill de Blasio ripped Donald Trump for denouncing this BLM mural in front of Trump Tower. Have a listen to this.
Here was an opportunity for the President of the United States to show respect for the fact that that's what we value here. And what did he do? He literally tweeted that writing Black Lives Matter on Fifth Avenue would, quote unquote, denigrate the luxury of that avenue. That is pure racism. That is acting like an acknowledgement of the value of black people is somehow belittling, when in fact what we're trying to do is lift up people who have built this city and built America and haven't been given their respect.
Listen, I'm not a big Bill de Blasio fan. I'm not a supporter of his, but I do not disagree with him there. What is so wrong about getting a permit and legally putting a Black Lives Matter in paint, a mural, so for lack of a better term, on a street? Why would Donald Trump have such a huge problem with that? I kind of get the sense that if somebody put on a street white power, Donald Trump wouldn't be saying anything. I kind of get that sense based on him defending the Confederate flag, going after the only African-American driver in NASCAR, and his history. But Donald Trump wants to get praise once again, just like he wanted to get praise for John McCain's funeral, just like he wants to get praise every day for the coronavirus and how he's doing an A-plus job. The man wants praise for everything. And now he wants Bill de Blasio to kiss his orange feet for what? Because he gave them gowns and masks? Because de Blasio wanted to save lives? De Blasio's not perfect, make no mistake about it. But the president should get praise for that, for signing off on a piece of paper to give them gowns and masks? Are you effing kidding me? And now Trump is angry because of a Black Lives Matter mural? But he's not angry about the Confederate flag, is he? He's angry that NASCAR banned the Confederate flag. Folks, you can vote for this guy, that's fine. But can you at least acknowledge that Donald Trump is a racist? Is that so difficult for you to do? If you have any intellectual honesty at all, you will. You want to vote for a racist? That's on you. If you have your reasons, financial or otherwise, that's fine. I'll hear you out. But don't you sit here and tell me that Donald Trump is not a racist. Give me an effing break. Show a little bit of intellectual honesty here. His record speaks volumes. You know who else is a racist? You know who else I am going to call a white supremacist? Tucker Carlson. I've had enough of this. I have held it, and I've always said for years that Tucker is just a bad guy and he's scum. But he is a white supremacist. He might as well wear a white cape on Fox News every night. He might as well. Grand Wizard Tucker Carlson. Have you heard about this couple in California? They painted over a BLM mural. And by the way, that mural was not graffiti. They had a permit. They had a city permit to put a Black Lives Matter mural on a public street. They went about it the right way. This was not graffiti. Nobody broke the law. And this dopey, trashy couple decided to paint over it in black paint. Because they're trash. Because they are some of the same people that will not wear a mask. They're some of the same people that defend the Confederate flag. They're racist. They're animals. And they're bad people. So what does Tucker Carlson do? He decides to call these two trashy dopes brave. Have a listen to this.
Man, you got a lot of brass. This was a brave thing. This was a brave thing to do. I mean, are you paying a lawyer to defend you? Again, I just want to say again, you've been charged with a hate crime for painting over graffiti that wasn't supposed to be there.
Oh, boy, man, you are so brave. Boy, you've got brass balls because you decided to do graffiti yourself. That's what you did. These people had a permit. They had a right to put a Black Lives Matter mural on a street. By the way, Tucker won't mention that because he's either ignorant to the facts or he's just a racist. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Wayne Allen Kook. He is a putz. So are you, Wayne, just for the record. But in all seriousness, Stein, am I wrong on this? I mean, they had a permit.
Well, no, it's. I had to look that up because in that clip you hear Tucker Carlson say that mural wasn't supposed to be there in the first place. But it took me about 2 minutes to find that in fact there was a permit. But anyway, I'm gonna play the role of JD again, like I did yesterday, and say, did those people really deserve to be charged with a hate crime, though, Brian? For painting over the mural?
It's a good question. Probably not. I think they're being set as an example, and I think that's wrong. Do I think they committed a hate crime? No. Do I think they committed a crime? Yes. Do I think they should have been arrested? Yes. Hate crime? No. I think that's a little bit overboard. But what did they do? In essence, they're the ones who did the graffiti, right? They're the ones who did it. The Black Lives Matter people who put up that mural, they did nothing wrong. They were allowed to do that. Yes, you can't go on a public street and just spray paint Black Lives Matter. That's illegal. You can't do that. However, what these people did is they got the city permit, they got the okay legally to do it, and they did it. There's nothing wrong with that. They went about it the right way. And these two dopes, what a shocker that they're both white. What a shocker that as they were painting over this BLM sign, they were wearing their Donald Trump stuff, parading their Donald Trump stuff. His wife can't even speak. She's so nuts. I tried to listen to this interview yesterday. She stutters over her words 50 times worse than Joe Biden, okay? She is also ignorant, unlike Joe Biden, and you could tell the husband didn't even want her to speak, and now he's whining and complaining that, and then Tucker Carlson is calling them brave for breaking the law?
I guess I wonder, you talked about consistency in the first hour with the casinos and the bars, and let's have some consistency, and I think the same thing applies here, where if you tear down a statue, you should go to Guantanamo Bay. But if you vandalize a mural, you're a brave hero.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't think they should be charged with the hate crime either. I think if you take down a statue that's not yours, or if you paint over a mural that's not yours, that's vandalism.
Absolutely.
That's vandalism.
Absolutely.
I don't think anyone should be lumped in with the worst of the worst hate crimes, and I don't think anybody should be charged with treason and go to Guantanamo Bay. We're talking about vandalism.
And by the way, for you, I agree. And by the way, for you racists out there that are all over these Black Lives Matter protesters, some of whom have done something that I do not condone in graffiti and taking down these statues. Yes, I agree with what Stein just said. Those people should be prosecuted, but it's not a hate crime. But if you're one of those people that are attacking those taking down these statues, where are you when it comes to these two trashy dopes? Where are you? I'll tell you where Tucker Carlson is. He's got his head up his ass, the white supremacist that he is. I know the idea of white supremacy doesn't exist. You're an example, Tucker Carlson, that the idea of white supremacy does exist, because that's what you are. So let me take this a step further, because I think this is important. Remember, we just played the audio. Tucker Carlson is calling two idiots who broke the law, who painted over a Black Lives Matter mural, brave. But Tammy Duckworth, a senator who lost both her legs fighting for this country, she's the coward. Have a listen to this.
We called her office and we invited her on the show. Her FLAC informed us that before even considering our request, we must first issue a public apology for criticizing Tammy Duckworth. In other words, I will not debate you until first you admit you're completely wrong. Keep in mind, Tammy Duckworth is not a child, at least not technically. She is a sitting United States senator who is often described as a hero. Yet Duckworth is too afraid to defend her own statements on a cable TV show. What a coward.
Yeah, that's what it is. She's afraid. because she doesn't want to go on your stupid white supremacist show to debate some idiot like you who has challenged her on her patriotism. Tucker Carlson has said that she hates America. And she's the coward because she doesn't want to go on your stupid show, your Klan show. But yeah, Tammy is the coward. Okay, sure. She lost both her legs in Iraq, you fool. While you sit there, Tucker, why don't you put that stupid bow tie on again because you look ridiculous. While you sit there with your stupid face, with your stupid timid laugh that I hear every day, and you go on your stupid television show with your right-wing talking points, and you talk like this. Oh. Why don't you go through puberty? And then you call these people brave, these two trashy people. I think those were the same two people that were at the no mask rally in front of Sunset Station. Same type of people. Same type of idiots. Would you call them heroes for holding up signs that say, we won't comply? Or how about those people that held some of those Open Up Nevada rallies that compared Steve Sisolak to Hitler? Would you call them heroes too? No. The definition of a hero is someone who puts themselves and their life at risk for whatever reason. It could be a firefighter going into a burning building, risking their life. It could be a police officer. Or it could be Tammy Duckworth, a woman who lost both of her legs fighting for you to say stupid white supremacist things on your television show every freaking night, Tucker. So am I wrong on this?